We're recording this on Friday, September 12th. As many of you probably have already heard, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed earlier this week. I've been deeply troubled by this all week.
And not just this, there's the lady on the bus, school shooting, and just numerous acts of hate happening across the United States.
Since we've created this platform, I felt morally obligated to touch on this subject and not idly sit by quiet. I've seen a tremendous amount of misinformation floating around on social media. There's been a lot of incorrect facts or assumptions made that just keep getting regurgitated over and over. And it seems that the algorithm's always pushing hate. Earlier in the week, there was just a tremendous amount of accusations about who the shooter was or why they did what they did. And at that point in time, nobody had known who did it or why they did it. There's nothing to substantiate these accusations. And I've just seen so much divide and hatred and people saying that it's war or it's this person or it's that person. And if we're ever going to achieve great things, we need to come together and find some kind of common ground and a way to move forward. Because if we're tugging in opposite directions, it's really hard to get anything accomplished. And it seems the only thing that stems from this is more public shootings and just disgruntled people and people just raging in arguments on social media about incorrect information. I think it's time we kind of come together and realize that what you see on social media isn't always reality. The algorithm's always pushing hate and rage because that's what gets the most engagement from people. Is it just because someone leans one direction or the other doesn't mean it's to the extreme that you'll see on social media or the news. I think it's important to realize that your neighbor most likely isn't the enemy that the internet makes it out to be. After these recent tragedies, I just felt a sense of tension in the air. Actually, on my way here tonight, I stopped and picked up dinner, and I saw a gentleman who I assumed was a DoorDash type person. He was there to pick up food from the establishment that I was getting food at. And we just kind of locked eyes and made eye contact, and I just kind of smiled at him, and I nodded, and he smiled back, and it just felt very appropriate for everything that's been going on, just to try to change the attitude. Everyone's so tense. The lady that walked in front of me continually kind of just looked over her shoulder as she held the door for me. I just feel like everyone's under a tremendous amount of tension. Check on your friends and family. If anyone needs someone to talk to, please reach out.